A couple years ago, when we were wanting to enter the line array market, we didn't want to just do it just to make a line array. You know, a lot of people have line arrays that are similar to each other. They might not do anything better than the next guy. And we generally don't like to enter a market just to have a product selection there. We want to solve new problems. And one of the challenges with small format line array is that the baffles are pretty small and they end up making as much low frequency radiation out the back as they do out the front. And so a new technology needed to be invented. So that was something that Dave worked on for a while. And Dave came up with a passive cardioid technology. So it's really a way of taking some of the back energy of the woofer section, or of the woofer, and leaking it out the rear of the cabinet, where it's out of phase with the wrap that comes around. And it cancels a lot of that energy. So in the line array, we get up to 12 dB of reduction in low frequency radiation out the back of the array. And that was a couple years ago. Last year, we brought that technology into the subwoofer world. So we came out with our CS range of subwoofers, cardioid sub, and we have a single 18, which is what this one is, and a single 21. They're very similar in size to our direct radiating single 18, but if you'll notice, it has ports around the rear of the cabinet, just like the FL has ports on the rear of the cabinet. And there's a tuned resistive port network that takes some of that back energy of the woofer and leaks it out the back, out of phase with the wrap. So we get 10 dB of reduction in low frequency radiation in the CS series. So instead of building subwoofer arrays, you can use one subwoofer, 1 amp channel, and still have low frequency reduction. This year, just recently, we brought that technology into full range products. So this is the CCX, Cardioid CX. Same face print as the CX range, the CX12 range, but instead of being ported on the front, it has a tuned resistive port network on the rear. So there are side-to-side ports on top and bottom, and the side-to-side does the sort of the horizontal work, and the top and bottom do the vertical work. And here we have a 9 dB of reduction in low frequency radiation below 250 hertz. So if you go behind a standard, a normal technology direct radiating cabinet, it's pretty omni below 250. This is actually turning that low frequency energy down 9 dB. So a way to get better low frequency pattern control out of a small cabinet. Just another tool in our arsenal of tools for your toolbox.